Hello, I'm Paula Harzan. I'm here at AlienCon with one of my favorite people, Jan Harzan from MUFON. I'm so glad we can talk because we're very good friends. We've been friends for a long time. And we support each other's conferences, which, is so rare. And tell us something about the conference this year.
Okay, well, the MUFON Symposium is going to be the end of July, the 26th through the 8th. We've got John Schuessler, who was one of the founders of MUFON, as our keynote speaker. He'll be talking about some of the things he's learned over the 50 years of being involved in this subject with the MUFON. And we've got Paul Hynek, who's coming out. Paul is obviously the son of J. Allen Hynek and was part of the Project Blue Book group that you worked with many years ago. We've got Jim Penniston, who's coming out. One of the few people I know of who's actually touched a UFO. We've got a whole slate of people. Adam Curie, who's talking about consciousness. We've got, A.J. Gavard coming up from Brazil, talking about South American UFOs. We've got someone talking about Russian UFOs. Paul Stonehill, all these experts. So we're going to have a huge conference. You can go to MUFONsymposium.com or even MUFON.com and learn all about it.
Give us the dates.
It's, again, July 26th, 7th, and 8th at the Hotel Irvine in Irvine, California, which is here in Southern California.
And it's a great conference because being an international photojournalist and researcher, Jan and I have a lot of the same ideas. He's including international speakers and he's including the consciousness component, which is very, very important.
Exactly.
Because I think we all do the traveling with the nuts and bolts. I mean, everybody's done nuts and bolts. So you've done nuts and bolts. But then we come to the consciousness component, which is the one that really is the glue that puts this weirdness all together. Right. And it is weirdness. You must admit it's weirdness.
It's weirdness.
Yeah, and I have a conference November 1st through 3rd in Laughlin, Nevada, and it's filled with weirdness because it's all on ESP, and we've got Uri Geller Skyping in from Israel, having a reunion with Russell Targ on the stage. So Angela Thompson-Smith, who worked with the military, and we're going to talk about, I think that the ESP component and the entanglement and all of that quantum physics that Edgar Mitchell talked about is so important.
Absolutely.
It's very, very important. So we've got, we work together all the time, and my MUFON speakers this year are Jim and Stacy from Phoenix.
Wonderful.
So they're going to be contributing to the conference. And MUFON is very important. Without it, we would never have a place for people to call. We would never have a database. We would never make it a legitimate science, which, thank God MUFON has really moved up there and done.
Thank you.
With the help of John Schuessler, of course.
Exactly. Well, it's funny you say that because what I've been told by the folks over in a different group that we won't mention right here is that the ATIP program actually came into being because of the use of MUFON data. When they actually were trying to talk to Senator Harry Reid and the other senators about this subject, there was no database they could find within the government that tracked UFOs. So they used the MUFON database, which I think is very interesting. So without MUFON, we wouldn't have disclosure that we had in the New York Times back in December 16th of 2017.
And that's major. That's a major fact you just learned. Now, I want to end this with, I really love the fact that you have your goals here, because the investigate, promote, and educate goal, especially the educate goal, is your future vision, right?
Right. Exactly.
And we've been in this a long time. We got to have a future vision, right?
Absolutely.
We need to really work with this. So Jan is one of the most amazing people going in that direction. And thank you very much for talking to me.
Okay, well, I might just add that, Stanton Friedman, who passed away recently, we're actually doing a tribute to Stan at the MUFON Symposium. If you can't be there live, you can get the live stream and actually get a whole year membership to MUFON. So what I would say is that Stan actually started this 52 years ago when he started talking to college students. And that's going to be one of my major thrusts, is trying to get out to the major college campuses and things and pick up that baton and run with it. It's so important to get our young people involved in this and knowledgeable about this subject because they are the future leaders of this world.
Absolutely, and that's one of my goals too. And speaking of Stanton Friedman, we just did this on Next Times, this tribute to Stanton Friedman, where all the great researchers have something to say about Stanton's contribution. He is called the godfather of ufology, and we need to recognize him. So, yeah, I'll be tuning into that tribute.
Good. Thank you.
Okay.